Alright, so we are live. I'm about to continue my gameplay with with where I left off on my second gameplay, and gonna have some people in the background because I'm wanting to keep myself awake by having other people in the party. So give me a moment and I will have everything going as smoothly as possible. So as I was saying, I am going to be live streaming a story, continuing where I left off. And if I remember correctly, it's at the hospital where I have to be Carlos until I get the vaccine sample to Jill. For those that don't know, the storyline of Resident Evil 3 is very similar to the original, but the chatting and stuff is quite different. As you can see, I'm playing on assisted with Carlos, which he starts off with the assault rifle, a handgun. I managed to collect a little over 480 bullets. Got some grenades, some handgun ammo. I really don't use the handgun, so I'm putting that away. I carry quite a bit of herbs and first aid, so I have...
Tyrell, where's Bard now?
Gotta be the lab in the back. Stay frosty.
I have what I need to survive this hospital. And I'm gonna try and do this gameplay within the next 2.5 to 3 hours because
I don't got time for this.
I'm gonna be hopping off and heading out to a friend's house when they get here. And also, sorry for not introducing myself. I am playertim1234567 on PlayStation 4. I am also, I'm not sure what my Xbox name is, but I know it is Skilled Bled. It's just a bunch of numbers after it that I don't remember because it was a number, an account that was just basically given to me for the gamer tag being given. So at any rate, it's strange Carlos doesn't have a
Welcome to the office of Dr. Nathaniel Bard. Please state your business. Clearly into the intercom.
Turn the TV volume. Howdy, Tech.
Hey, I'm in the middle of something at the moment.
Okay.
But just understand if you hear me start talking, it doesn't sound like what we're talking about. I'm in the chat party with somebody else.
Okay. I am actually in a live stream on YouTube right now. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's on YouTube, so that's where you're gonna be looking for it.
No, I totally understand. I sent you a link of someone else that I follow that you have an idea if you want to have a different style to it type example. For doing live stream once you figure out what your style is and everything you want to get up and going wise.
Yeah.
Because right now she's on right now.
Well, I believe if you start from the beginning of the live stream, you'll probably be hearing me kind of talk to myself, even though I messed up that code. Oh, that's not the code. I'm gonna have to figure out what that code is again. Oh, I had a knife.
But yeah, she's live streaming the same game you're doing. If I remember correctly, still today. Resident Evil 3.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Do you remember where she was at in her gameplay?
Do not, sadly, because I watched too many people when I have the chances to watch stream-wise. I think she was maybe halfway through. I could be wrong.
Cause,
I pretty much sent you the link so you can see how her style is. Like, she does a lot of what do you call it? Communicating with her community type deal, talking about different subjects before she starts playing type deal. What's cool is she has it where she does ASMR. If you like that kind of stuff for you to listen personally. Not saying that'd be something you get into, but it's like
ASMR. I'm unfamiliar with that term.
it's a special machine. It's kind of like a noise machine. That picks up sound really easy, and what you do is you take things like hair brushes and so forth, and you mess around with it. Think of it as certain machines that you would buy, or audio tracks that are pre-designed that are like ocean sounds. Except she uses an actual ASMR, which allows that same concept, and she does it live on the camera of her live stream when she's done playing video games. Sometimes I know she has on certain days.
Oh.
That's why I sent you the link of her Twitch.
Oh, she's on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, all the serious gamers are all on Twitch.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna officially start doing Twitch when I get back from Heatsville. So.
I understand on that. I was just like I said, giving you her page so you have a different style how to learn through how to make your streams better.
Yeah.
That way you can figure out what people have and make them your own.
Okay, not this way.
Oh, command, damn it.
I thought I grabbed everything in this hallway. I mean, I guess my gameplay kind of is like a tutorial of how to get everything. Make sure you get everything in the area. That way you don't backtrack so much. Like, there's stuff you can't get with Carlos that you have to get with Jill, and the map shows that it's red because you're still currently searching, whereas when it's blue, it's a completed search type deal. 10 minutes in on this, as we are, I'm basically making sure I have everything before going to the next area, because there's quite a bit of stuff that you have to get in order to complete your mission with the character. And you probably already knew that the game is already recording your voice tech, right? Unless you change the settings.
No, I knew that.
Okay. At the beginning of my broadcast, I mentioned I was going to be adding a couple of people in the party chat to help me stay awake, because I'm going to be awake at least till midnight, 1 o'clock. So when they come and pick me up, I'm awake and able to be able to run down there with them. So.
Oh, so you're leaving tonight?
Yeah, I'm leaving like at the latest. They're gonna be here by 1 o'clock. She ended up in the hospital because of breaking up a dog fight in her house.
Oh gosh.
Between her 4 dogs. One of the dogs had scratched her, and her blood pressure was up so high that she could have had a heart attack. So I'm going down there to help keep an eye on her, as well as keep an eye on the dogs, help them around the house, because they asked quite a few people that they know that could have helped, but they decided to make a bunch of excuses on why they couldn't help them. So I told them I was willing to help, and it's just a matter of them getting up here and picking me up.
That's always the hardest part, when it's, some people are not used to dogs getting the fights and everything else, is that you normally can't jump right in the middle of things like that, especially depending on how far they reach. Because just like human emotions, we get so reacted that if you jump in the middle of something, you always have a chance for getting attacked yourself, because their judgment is going to be not where it should be of full thinking.
She was trying to break the dogs up, and it just was something that all of a sudden happened, and she's got a lot on her plate as it is, trying to do things with the house and getting this done, getting that done, and she just
Yeah, I understand that. A lot of people, like I was just saying, that when it comes to dogs, it's a lot more hard since you don't know their language, especially.
yeah.
There's some people that know their animals really well, still don't know their own language. They hop in the way of their animals when they're having attitudes with each other.
Jesus Christ.
Whether they think it's playful or not, but they end up getting attacked due to the fact that they weren't ready for what possibly came to happen and what they need to actually have to protect themselves. That's why you see sometimes owners, they would either have like
She usually
a
has
belt
them
where all they do
pinned.
is snap it together, so that hopefully get dogs' attentions. If they have the dogs that understand that as a command type sound, that stop type deal, or you have to take water and spray at them to get their attention, because a lot of times most dogs, about maybe 60%, will stop to that base command or distraction of that someone spraying water in their face.
It's 2 pit bulls, let's see, a small dog. I'm not sure what the breed is, but it's a small dog. and then there's like a chocolate lab mixed with pit bull, I think. So I guess it's more on, because what happened was one dog that's usually in the house was trying to hump another dog, and the other dog that's with that dog that was being humped was trying to get in the middle of that, and then the small dog got injured because she was trying to get in the middle of that because the other 3 dogs were fighting, so that one's pretty injured as well, and it just became a huge mess, basically.
Yeah, and when it comes to pit bulls, not saying that it's a common thing that most people treat them as the worst animals to have for kids or different scenarios around, but a lot of times pit bulls are hard ones to say stop-wise, which is why a lot of people are a little bit freaked out by them. With the other type dogs, I forgot off the top of my head for breed-wise.
Well,
that
good
share the
thing
same comment at all, but
the good thing about me going down there is that she was gonna ship me my blood tester tomorrow, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be there tomorrow anyway, so there's no reason to spend money on shipping. So that's something positive out of it, at least.
yeah.
But yeah, pit bulls are in that category where you almost have to have animal insurance because of how violent they can be, but it's not the dog's fault. It's who raises them is at fault. Like if someone raises a dog to fight other dogs because of the way the dog is raised and treated, they're gonna be more aggressive. Whereas if you baby the dog's not gonna be as aggressive.
Well, that's not fully true to a point, but if you did have somewhat partial correct, but in this case scenario, your friend did not train the dog to be aggressive or so loose that it gets to do whatever it wants. It's just, again, look at it as a human being scenario, is that you get something going and someone doesn't like it type deal, they're going to respond back. Yeah. Again, for most dog trainers, you got to figure out if you're going to stop something, even if it's for the worst scenario, what do you need to protect yourself, but get the job done for stop whatever you're trying to interrupt. In this case, it would have been
the 4 dogs fighting and one of them getting injured in the process. On top of
fighting is the word I'm trying to get to, is saying, like, are they biting? Are they scratching? You got to figure out how you got to protect your own skin, because sometimes if you don't take care of the not knees, but the nails, you're going to have puncture holes in your arms and so forth. Or if they're biting, you're going to expect to get bit, so you need to be ready for that. That's why I was saying you got to have the right tools.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of times spraying water in someone's face is normally the most common one that people will use, or they train their dogs, as like I said, based on sound, whether it's a push button, whistle, taking a belt where you just fold it in half and you just squeeze it so it looks like a mouth opening and shutting, and you just get the snap, and they understand by that command, because it's just the same thing as if you're snapping your finger. Just people have different scenarios, whether people agree on it or not, just as long as they don't react in a violent or unnature way that they should be treating an animal.
Right. Doors locked. further for some reason because I don't... Oh, I can go further. I have the ID card. I'm like almost not focused, but I am focused. If people ever see this video as a stop broadcast, they'll notice the conversation and I'm trying to... Alright, so that... Alright, so I have a mixture here. And didn't take that much time the last time I was here. Sorry for cutting you off, Tech. It's more of a focus thing. Wow, they got a 3-move combo that can almost kill you. Never had to encounter that before. Alright, those are dead. And I'm almost dead. Yep, I'm almost dead. I thought they were dead. There we are. Now I can get to that one door that I haven't decided to... Alright, everything is in that room. I do apologize, Tech. I wasn't trying to cut you off while I'm focusing on this. The focus on the conversation at hand plus the focus on the gameplay kind of, you know... It's good to keep conversation going, though. That way, I'm not one of those players that play in silence. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
You gotta remember, I'm in a multi-party. Right now I'm having issue with mine.
Oh, gotcha.
You gotta remember, I'm playing on the Xbox right now, the PS4, which is a great game for those that happen to be listening to Tim's broadcasting right now, but, oops, wrong way. Original game made from Japan, still being updated, a lot better.
So they have it on
It's called
Xbox?
Phantasy Star 2. It's on Xbox right now. It's supposed to be what I'm being relayed information from their servers and what other people are saying. That they should have it up on PC sometime soon, and they'll be moving to other consoles for English, but otherwise, right now, if anyone like PlayStation wanted to play the game, they would have to change their gaming system region to Japan to play it on Japan. The good news is, everything's written in English. You'll just be hearing everything in Japanese.
Yeah.
but the only difference is the construct of them putting into English for Americans, that for those that are used to playing in Japan anyways, that'll throw them off, is you just gotta remember the symbols, because like always with certain countries, we have to censor a lot of stuff because we feel that some words are the wrong words of choice and so forth, but they end up changing a lot of the combo moves, attacks. I forgot what the original of a hunter's sword cut was, but that was one of them that the English language has changed from whatever it originally was, going to that.
And for the record, for those that are going to be watching this at a later date, the route that I took to come downstairs, I originally jumped down through a window, where this time I ran down the stairs. It also took me a lot longer to get through the hospital on the first time, because naturally when you play a game the first time, it takes you longer to get through a gameplay because of it being new, and the gameplay also being trying to get used to the controls, as this is the same kind of gameplay you would be playing Resident Evil 2 Remastered. So, there's a simple lock there. Still have
So Tim,
to...
tell us what's happening on in this video today. Like, what's happening right at this scene?
At this scene that I am right now, I am currently using a tape recorder with the doctor's voice, so I can get the virus sample to inject into Jill after she got infected by the Nemesis program, which you learn a little bit more near the end of the game.
All I wanted to know was what the documents were doing in your office in the first place.
And
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm gone, Dick.
the game is actually really great at letting you know, hey, this item is no longer needed. It puts a trash can in the lower left-hand corner to dispose of the item. But to more answer your question, Tech, I am trying to find the sample of the vaccine of the T-virus, which, if anyone's played the original version of Resident Evil 3, you would learn that the T-virus is part of the Nemesis program, where he infects anything and everything to turn them into zombies. As you can see, the doctor that made the vaccine got shot.
Tyrell, Bard's dead.
And you more learn about how he was executed by a bullet when you play as Jill through the hospital. And that will be here after a bit, as I am collecting stuff that I might need for the upcoming crazy battle of a bunch of zombies and a bunch of those critters that you have seen that I have destroyed earlier with this assault rifle I am using. And the next thing that's being done is me looking at this computer, and there's a cutscene.
This is ERC Chief Nathaniel Bard, September 29, 11 p.m. I'm acutely aware that my time's running out. And I hope and pray, by making this recording and bringing the truth to light, that I can restore some
And
shred
I
of
shall
honor to
return.
my
I'm
name.
gonna go take care of the porcelain throne real quick.
With the release of a biological weapon known as the T-virus. My employer, the Umbrella Corporation, engineered this virus. And they ordered my team to develop a vaccine, which we did. Now, I keep samples of this vaccine here in my office. The rest of it is stored underground. But those sons of bitches at the board, they want to destroy it. They don't want the world to know what they've done. So they're trying to erase all evidence that the virus ever existed. Now, I'm not a fool. I know they don't want me to...
I got Jill all along. And she trusted me anyway.
And I am back. And I just heard the cutscene be gone. And I am picking up the sample for Jill right now.
All right,
And I have to make my way back to where Jill is. And
I got it.
good. I'm headed your way.
Be careful.
Careful. Have you seen this town? It'll be a fucking miracle if I get there in one piece.
son of I shot him in the face like 10 times. How did he not die? Huh. Have to make it back to Jill as soon as possible. As you can see, there is another item in this corner I have to get with Jill. Spoiler alert, it is a Magnum. So I'm going to be having fun with that. There are achievements in this game where you have to kill a certain amount of enemies to get points to unlock stuff, such as the infinite handgun, infinite assault rifle, infinite rocket launcher. A couple of items that were very useful for me at the beginning, such as the bolt cutters and the lockpick, even though you pick them up in the game at a later time, in which the ones that you unlock with points, you would find them in the first item chest that you find.
You're gonna be okay, Jill.
And because I don't think I'll play as Carlos too much, I am going to grab all weapons possible for this next fight and dispose of this tape recorder that I do not need. Shortcut my hand grenades, which I already have, and maybe bring out my handgun, even though I don't really use the handgun. I'm going to be getting more handgun bullets during this fight, and I'll have more room for that when when I inject her with the serum. Because there is currently a fight that I am using. As you can see, I got a new costume for Jill. It is the Stars outfit from the original Resident Evil, the first one. I am also hoping that the game volume is playing through the TV as well as my microphone.
Tyrell, what the hell happened?
Attention all citizens. The contagion spreading throughout the city has been designated uncontainable.
Now, as you watch this video, and hopefully it's coming in through clearly, it kind of reminds of the situation we all live in today's age, where we're basically pushed to stay at home unless you're doing essential travels. I refer to the coronavirus in our day-to-day, whereas this game is based off 1998 in September, where there was a viral outbreak in Raccoon City, which I have yet to determine what state in the United States it is actually at. Even with the movies, I was not able to pinpoint where it was for Resident Evil Apocalypse, the movie. So I am one of many that are Resident Evil fans, to where I've seen every Resident Evil movie, plus played every Resident Evil game that came out on PlayStation and GameCube. Nintendo and Sony have put this game together quite well. Well, the makers of the game put it pretty well, but the systems that you play them on, they did a fine job in their programming for the game based on the system that is being played on.
How do we do that?
I'll try hacking into the hospital.
There's a few Resident Evil games that I've never played, but the ones that I have played, they did a very fine job of putting it all together.
Okay, now the fun shit.
I don't have room for that first aid because I'm using herbs at this time. As you're able to see, I am playing as Carlos, still fighting off a horde of zombies trying to get to Jill and Tyrell. And the goal is for them to not get to the door. And Carlos being the decoy. apparently you can only shoot the zombies from when they get inside. That didn't work out too well. Son of a... And I see we have 1 like and 1 person watching.
I can't recall it. You gave me the link to your YouTube, right?
I think so. Otherwise, you should be. I think I gave you my YouTube name being t.j spaceback, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right. I remember it's a pain in the butt to find you. I'll turn it on in a second here.
So I think.
Trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out what my girl Dizzy's doing today.
Yeah.
She's throughout the week she does about 4 different game shows. So like Monday can be Animal Crossing, Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that can be like Resident Evil or something. Like she just mixes it up so she gets everybody happy to see what they need to see.
Right.
What I like about her is she actually communicates with the group before she even starts the game, talk to them and everything, respond to whatever they have to say through the chat. Of course, for you to do something like that, you have to wait for your group to get up high followers type deal.
Alright. That's slowly the way it is.
I'm getting lost where I'm at.
Can you use that explosive to block the door somehow?
But yeah, make sure when you're done and everything, definitely check out Dizzy's page and all that, her videos, so you have an idea. But keep on talking to the game and all that, and I'll try and interact with you as we go. And I'm multitasking at this moment with multiple different games, and I don't know, it's time for recovery.
So my gameplay right now has Ethan watching, and my phone's about to die. Great.
You alright?
Not even close. But at least it's over. I'm coming back.
Alright, so I need to find me one of my chargers that I put away, so I can plug in my phone
You damn right.
and charge it.
Whole city's about to be microwave.
Come on, man. Call the government. Tell them we found a cure. You stall for time.
Ballsy motherfucker.
I hate my phone.
Jill. Thank God you're okay.
Well,
Good news. It's over now. The city's safe.
Damn it, my phone died. I was trying to plug it in.
What's your phone being used for?
Waiting on a phone call for when Zelly and Richard make their way
Show
up
up.
here. Yeah. I have to keep
Yeah.
it charged.
Yeah, make sure it stays charged for the rest of the night.
Hopefully one of my 4 cords will, oh, my other cord is plugged in the wall. Why didn't I think of using that cord?
Attention all citizens. The missile strike on Raccoon City.
It's a short cord though, so...
The payload is designed to eradicate all biological material. You will not survive if you remain in the city.
October 1st.
Evacuate now. Repeat.
No.
Evacuate now.
Can't be.
This is not a test.
Even my tablet is dead actually, so I'm probably gonna have to plug another cord into
Yeah, plug all your devices in because you don't know what you're going to need for that long trip and so forth, and you got to keep communications open.
yeah. And I guess I'm gonna see if she can let me use her Wi-Fi for my tablet so I can keep in contact with you and Ethan and whoever else
Oh,
wants to.
I'm sure she'll give you the Wi-Fi since you have to stay there.
Yeah.
I don't think her being a, what's the word I should be using here?
I wouldn't figure it'd be an awkward situation.
A bad friend. Yeah. I don't see her being a bad friend, but like, you're staying here, but you can't use any of our stuff. Like, I can't see her being doing that.
Yeah. Well, she had issues with other people that have stayed with her. Like they would eat them out of house, and they didn't really have that problem with me being there. It was just something to expect when someone that's like 6 foot tall and has a high metabolism. So let's see. Wow, they even gave me a G18 handgun. I own a G19 in the box. I'm surprised that they still leave a handgun for you. But thank God I got more machine gun ammo.
Morning, sunshine.
You saved my life.
I sure as shit didn't. That was all Carlos. He carried you here and he treated you himself, crazy bastard.
Where is he?
He went underground. Bard stockpiled the vaccine enough to give this city some hope.
He thinks he can do this by himself. I'm going after him.
Wait, did you see the broadcast? They're gonna blow the city sky high. I'm trying to get a hold of someone, anyone with the clearance to stop it. Leave this mess to him. He's a professional.
So am I.
Right. Guess I'm not talking you out of this. The storage facility is underground, beneath this hospital. I've lost contact with Carlos, so expect trouble.
Most people would run straight to the exit to get down to the lab as quick as possible. I'm always one to grab everything that you weren't able to grab as Carlos. So that is my goal as Jill, to make my way to grab everything I wasn't able to grab as Carlos. Oh, Jesus. Huh. still have the lockpick on me. Let's see here. There's still something in this room. Did I miss it as Carlos? Oh, it is a red herb. That is a good thing. Alrighty, so that room is cleared. I must go this way. Probably need to raise the brightness because my first game through it was a lot brighter because I had all the brightness turned up, whereas this time I had most of it pretty dark because it was like original brightness gameplay and I wanted to try it out, but
even with games being remastered, it's the darkness from back in the day where they didn't have the full color effect. Back in the days, we didn't have that good coloring contrasting.
Yeah.
Especially for vivid details, so all games practically were made to be darker.
Yeah.
Which were somewhat hard to the point, but remastered, they can only fix it to so much of a difference unless they remastered it where it was made from brand new. Unlike some companies, all they do is make minor detail upgrades and release it.
Right. Let's see. In this room, as her, there is a zombie. There's nothing in these lockers that I can get because I got them with Carlos. Also, a reminder, sometimes these zombies have things that pop out of their heads. And they have like tentacle things that hit you and you take damage, where in the original they never did that, so that was kind of like bringing Resident Evil 4 in the mix, the Las Plagas. Let's see, I should get me one green herb, mix it with this red herb, and as most of you can see, I have an abundance of ammo for my handgun because I don't use it as much, and then I have an abundance of my herbs and first aid for my health. It's good to only carry a few and only use when you are orange caution and or red danger. Single herbs will do a little health, whereas when you use a mixed herb, it will...
I think I can squeeze by.
it will heal you all the way without fail. And as it currently stands, I'm going to be picking up my Magnum. Inside this lovely weapon box for 44. There are upgrades for it.
Guaranteed to give you a headache.
Just have to find my way out of here. I believe I used the same exit as from others. There is also a limited supply of Magnum ammo, so I use it very scarce until I'm able to get infinite ammo by having a bunch of points when finishing the game. Now, let's see, there's still something here, and I don't know what it is. If it looks like I spend a lot of time in one area, I make sure I grab everything. And I mean everything. Because there might be a trophy for grabbing all items in the whole game on the map to make the map blue. And I think that item is nowhere to be found for some reason. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. But there is in fact something in this general area, or it could be on the other side. Might be on the other side. I might be able to get to it by going through this door. And this door. And then I think this door over here. Yeah, this door over here. Main goal is to look in every crevice of the area you're searching for. So you don't miss anything. Ah, there it is. The simple lock. How did I miss that? And it is Magnum ammo. Goody goody for me. I get to waste a mixed herb so I can pick it up. Magnum ammo. Now I have four extra bullets. And this area of the map is done. Now to check the reception. That kind of threw me off a bit, but that's okay. There's a red herb here too, so I'm gonna have to go to the chest and put some stuff away. Oh. And I don't have a knife on me, so... Whoops! That was my Magnum. Whoops. Oh well. So, I am gonna put my Magnum away and pull out a handgun. Because apparently I got 2 handguns and got nothing else better to do but to use the handgun ammo. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Now I need to grab my knife too. Although I got enough handgun ammo, I could just use handgun bullets. Gunpowder. Good to make handgun bullets and shotgun shells. Not sure what two high-leveled gunpowder would do combined with each other, but it looks like the first floor is done except for one room. And that is where I'm going right now. If anyone gets confused, this is just me looking for looking for all items possible, as I did not pick everything up when I was Carlos.
This looks like Nikolai's work.
Explosive B. Oh, that must be right next to this guy. Okay. Yep, that's everything on the first floor. Now let's go to the second floor, make sure I grabbed everything. And this is usually why I spend so much time in one area. So far I've been here for over an hour. And there's a simple lock over in this room, which I have to walk all the way around to get to it. I'll go to the sick room first. All my ammo back there because I was planning on using my handgun. Wow. Almost foolish of me to just use a handgun in this area. There's a simple lock over here. And welcome guest number 2. I believe this might be my buddy Tech. Still looking for every item in the area. Oh good, I can just combine those and get flame rounds. Yay. And I have the perfect weapon to just add to. And that is everything on the second floor. Now I can continue to the basement. Alright, so exiting the second floor, I can either jump down or take the stairs, but because I want to exit quickly, I just jump through a window. Don't forget to hit the like button on the video when you're done. I'd like to see a lot more than, and I know not too many people would be watching this, as it's gonna be more like a almost a 3-hour video. So as it currently stands, I'm just going to the chest to reorganize my weapons and I should only need to take 15 shotgun shells. I'll take the 46 bullets instead of the 60. Keep the lockpick on me at all times because there's always something to unlock. And so I'm gonna take green. I thought I had a red urban here somewhere. I guess not. Ah, there it is. So I'm gonna take one health item, so I'm not wasting them all at one sitting. Equip my shotgun and still have my handgun. I have a grenade launcher with 3 different types of ammo. Oh, it's a simple lock. Good thing I have a lockpick. Those individuals watching, you can also share my link so more people can watch, or so forth. Yeah, do that. And that will... I didn't even see you rejoin until right now. Huh.
I just rejoined. I didn't know my console system turned off.
Oh.
I'll have to fix my settings.
Yeah, that's fine. Just talking randomly. Hopefully people can actually understand what I'm saying, because my voice is quite different to me than it is when I hear my voice, and it's really weird listening to my voice.
Well, just keep in mind, Tim, when you're live streaming, you got to be confident. You got to not be so judgmental of yourself type deal. You just got to be able to be well spoken and do what you got to do.
So I just entered a secret entrance to a lab that is underneath the hospital that I was just in.
No one in the hospital ever noticed all this.
And she asked the same question I would have asked, but I think at a normal rate, when I played this the first time, I probably would have taken all my ammo possible and just used it all up just because I had the room to carry it all. This is like more room than what you would get when you play the original Resident Evil 3. And Resident Evil 2 was the same way. I feel silly mentioning different Resident Evil games in a game that I'm actually playing. But let's see here. Oh, I no longer need the lockpick. That is amazing. I did not realize that the lockpick was finally used up. So, with that being said, I have more room to carry ammo and health items if need be. Probably even need to carry my knife, even though I got an abundance of handgun ammo. But I do actually need the room. Of grabbing 3 important items for this next area, and there is a trophy for grabbing all 3 of them within 5 minutes. So before I try and do that, I'm going to make sure I have the room to grab all 3 and remember where all 3 items are, because it took me a while to find these 3 items on my own without using any sources like another YouTube video or sites that would reveal like safe combos. That would be the thing I would be looking up is the safe combos, because they change frequently with the puzzles in this game, as well as when you play Resident Evil 2. On that one, you would be looking at a guide for that, or you would just use the clues from the game itself. I know I got some zombies to kill, and gotta chase after Nikolai, who is right there. Oh, I can't use that unless the power is off, so. And what happened here is, you push this button, and 3 fuses go out. So you have to find fuses around
You think this is over?
the room, while also keeping your eye on zombies.
Is it regenerating?
I'm not gonna lie, when you walked over, there's something. Oh, there it is, zombie. Like something dropped from the sky.
Yeah. Right now I'm trying to get this trophy for grabbing the 3 fuses in 5 minutes. So this is basically a quick run through of this area where I'm grabbing the fuses, putting them in, and I have to run around. I grab that one. Ow. There's a dog. There's another dog. And that one falls too, so I have to take an elevator, I think. Let's see. Oh, I need to run this way. Alright. Hello, Mr. Zombie, get off of me. I don't want your hickeys, all over my neck. Those of you that fell in love with Jill Valentine in one of the other Resident Evil games, she does still look pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this is a remastered version of Resident Evil 3, but she still looks pretty hot even when it was there's people out there that would make the comment, ooh, Jill Valentine looks hot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, she does. She's having a hard time making up her mind on the ladder. And there's gonna be a whole lot of zombies. I wish I had some... What the hell? Oh, great. I got this thing to worry about now. That's great. Eat my ammo. Alright, so now I got... There's a zombie falling through that. How does it take 9 bullets to kill a zombie? And that zombie's still not dead. What the hell? Alright, so now that I got a lot of them out of my general vicinity, sorry, not facility. I am grabbing everything I can over here. Running back. There's a box over here, so don't forget to grab that if you were ever... I'll be grabbing the door over here. I'll have to take that guy out, take that guy out. Damn it. That guy wanted to give me a kiss. He doesn't deserve it. I have herbs so I can heal myself. Got some more shotgun ammo. Got a zombie that wants to say, hey, I'm gonna regenerate. No, he's not. So that ends that. And then my final fuse is over here. This will be the third and final fuse that you pick up in this area. Don't mind the monster. I mean, you're still gonna have to take him out. But don't mind him. He's very painless when...
Alright, here goes.
Ooh, more items. Crap. Sure. I'll go ahead and make more handgun ammo, seeing as I got nothing else better to do with it. Oh, I gotta unlock this door. And jump down here. If I remember correctly, the trophy said that oh, hi, zombies. was referring to those things wanting to attack you. I wonder, because I'm not fully equipped for this next area, but I'm gonna...
Shit, he got away. What was he doing in here?
Oh boy, there's still stuff here. Oh, there's a chest right here. Good. I have my means of replenishing all my ammo, everything I need for the next area. I'm hoping that I can make machine gun ammo. I think that's what you do with 2 high-grade gunpowders. Because 1 regular gunpowder with 1 high gunpowder makes shotgun shells, whereas 2 gunpowder, oh, that makes magnum ammo, even better. And I am storing my mag ammo because I don't feel I need to have the magnum right now. The grenade launcher is not needed right now. I only need that for the final boss. So any ammo I have for my higher powered weapons, I will be only using for the final boss. And I have smaller weapons with large amount of ammo. We'll just have to reload all my weapons. As I have 2 handguns that hold 33 bullets. Yeah, I am gonna just take what I got for now. Let's see, I might want to use that and take another one of those. And there's another cutscene. Enjoy the show for the 30 seconds to 2 minutes that it plays
They're willing to negotiate.
as I regenerate my caffeine
They'll call
intake.
up the strike if, and this is one big ass if, we can deliver the vaccine to them before they launch.
How long do we have?
Hours, maybe.
Then let's not waste one more second.
This way.
And before I go down there where Tyrell is at, there is one thing I must grab, and that is the extended barrel for the Magnum. And I'll be putting that in the chest. And I'll also be picking up everything that I missed. access to all of this just by going up the stairs, but for all intensive purposes, I will be grabbing by going using the elevators. Making sure there's nothing here and going up this elevator. And I do know that there is 2 boxes right here that I decided not to grab at first, because at the first playthrough I grabbed everything and left enemies this time where I took them all out the first time. And I don't see those dogs that I didn't take out. I wonder where they went. This elevator only works from a different lever, cause yeah. Okay. Oh, there's a runner there. I never knew that. There's hang on anymore in this corner. It's funny how the game creators put some boundaries on you falling off edges, where you don't fall off edges, because otherwise you'd probably take damage and I just waste a few extra bullets just to make sure they're dead. I don't want them coming back at me later. I don't know what items I am missing, because I feel as if I grabbed everything in this area and it's saying that it's the gunpowder. Okay, this area is clear. Do one final sweep of the whole area, as everything is still red. I think on my third gameplay, when I come back from a vacation, planning on heading out tonight, I'm gonna basically do a quick run through so I can get an S ranking, because that is in fact not only an achievement in game, but it's also an achievement for for the game itself, for getting your trophies on PlayStation 4. I say achievements because most people call them achievements because of Xbox version of the game.
Not just Xbox, but it's just a more of a original concept name for all gaming console systems.
Yeah.
Of games.
I only...
Just PlayStation wanted to be unique.
Yeah, PlayStation wanted it to be trophies versus achievements. The extra voice you often hear in the background is my buddy Tech. As this is just me getting used to broadcasting and adding more can't think of the word right now. I'm almost brain dead right now. Giving me pointers to be a better YouTube broadcaster, as well as I'm gonna be on occasion run through this on Twitch when I have the vote of confidence in myself to chit chat on there as well. I'm not sure what it is I'm missing, because I've scanned through the whole area and I haven't seen too many other items that are visible right now. That's a crevice I can walk through. Maybe if I'll walk around and grab that ladder again. It seems as if I grabbed everything, but it's telling me otherwise on the map. Gotta put some stuff away, maybe that'll help. Ah, there it is. I found the final items. So, There are a few items, I'm sure if you watch the whole gameplay when I'm done broadcasting, that you'll see every item that I filled up and looked at the map, and now the map is 100% blue as it was fully, oh, there's still an area that's red. I guess I should go back and check that out. I could go ahead and do that now while I'm thinking about it. That is on the other side of the typewriter I was recently at. Oh, I can't go that way. I have to take the elevator and run around, which is perfectly fine. While I'm working on that, I will pause for a brief moment. Not literally pause the game, but it's good that my phone is almost fully charged. I do apologize for all the running around. I just realized that I missed an area in which I am headed back towards right now. It looks like it is this area. And I think I remember where those items are here, so let's go ahead and find them all. There's a green one right there, and that is the only thing to find. Now we go back up this elevator and proceed towards the lab. I'm going to go ahead and equip myself with my shotgun, my burst model handgun, my handgun ammo, my shotgun ammo, let's see here. I got some gunpowder I'm not gonna waste on making shotgun shells or handgun bullets. I got an abundance of them. And to update you on the level of gameplay, it is on assisted, where you start out with the assault rifle and the handgun, but more on the assault rifle. I think that's everything I'm gonna need, because the shotgun is more than enough, and the 3-round burst handgun is just an upgrade of the G19.
We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
And this is gonna be fun.
Sure you don't need to stop?
Stop and do what? I got your back.
All right, let's get this done.
Poor Tyrell. He gets bloody on his arm and...
Run, Timmy, run!
And for those that don't know what that thing is, that is the Nemesis Part 2. Nemesis Part 1 was just a walking individual. Now he looks like a dog that needs to be put down. And I'll explain more on Part 3 when that comes up.
You said he looks like a god. I say he looks like your Grim Reaper of Death. You're doomed.
He does kind of look like a dog, though. The way
I never said nothing about a dog, but just say he's a Grim Reaper. You're gonna die. Run, puppy, run.
When you hold exit, keeps them from biting you, but I guess not. Alright, so running this way to look in this room for everything I possibly can. There's some ammo. I recently found some gunpowder. Not just any old gunpowder, but I believe it was the high level gunpowder. I think it's called a high grade.
Override key successfully generated.
What have we here?
Override key removed.
So that's a very important item that only gets used once. Let's see here, there's nothing out here. I still haven't... Actually, I did grab everything, okay. So now... Over here by the... Either by this thing or... On the other side, there is an item. Oh, that's the vaccine equipment, okay. It still says that there's an item in here, unless that disappears after putting the vaccine base into that device. Oh wait, there's a paper. There we are. Still says that there's something in here. I'll do a double check when I come back to this area. Everything's done there. Have a door over here with assault rifle ammo and high grade ammo that I can make. Nice. And now I pick up this piece of paper, read it, and it drops a map. And it says there's still something in here which I'm pretty confident is over here, which is a green herb. And I will go ahead combine these two high-grade gunpowders to make more mag ammo, because you can never have too much mag ammo. And this is where you use the flash drive.
Override complete.
Oh, hello, zombie. I should be trying to shoot him in the head. These zombies want to try and regenerate themselves. Well, okay, if they don't want I buy a handgun, I'll just blast them. As that one is now dead too. Alrighty. We have herb here, ammo here, a zombie there. And if you don't shoot those in the head, they do regenerate. That is a kind of a spoiler, but you'll learn when you play. What is this? Must have missed that piece of paper on my first gameplay. Grabbing anything and everything while I'm thinking about it.
This must be what powers it.
That guy didn't expect me. And there's a lovely first aid that I really don't need, but I'll take it anyway. And that's everything in this room. To proceed, I must push the button. This is going to be a fun area. Oh, I got gunpowder A and B here. Or explosive A and B, sorry. Or assault rifle ammo. I am able to hold 200 in each slot.
Out of the way!
So here's the vaccine, or the test tube, sorry.
An adjuvant sample. These are combined with antigens to increase immune system response.
There's people for the area.
So it's called the Nemesis.
Another explosive A. Still missing something. A gunpowder. has everything in this room. I won't have to come back in here. Now to check over here, I probably missed this when I was acid rounds. Last gameplay I did not get a chance to have any. Explosive rounds. And can't have enough hanger bullets, so I'll just make those with the gunpowder. And that is everything in this room. And I get to be in a small firefight here shortly. Hoping that was the only two I had to fight. Thank God for green herbs. That thing did not want to be dead. This is a room I have not checked because this is the next area I have to be in, so this is where you place, where you pick up this item, which is the culture sample. And what you do with that is you combine with the liquid-filled test tube to make the vaccine base.
An antigen sample. I'll definitely need this for vaccine.
And just to take care of that zombie. This room is now done. Onward to making the vaccine.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber. And the explanation of this puzzle is to get everything at 50.50.00. And
At first it was really difficult, but it is a process of trial and error. Oh, and it took me a while to figure this one out, but I eventually got it after a while. So please bear with me. See, that time it was middle, high, low. Puzzles do change over gameplays. This is very important in these updated games. And once again, the message wants to kill me because it's programmed for Stars members. And if it looks like she's limping, it does not affect her health when you go back into playing. It only affects if she's actually taking damage while you are playing as the character. She keeps thinking that thing is dead, but it doesn't cease to amaze me that she has to once again fight the. Oh, I have no room. I have no. Oh wait, I have room for this one though. I can make magnum ammo. Gonna be very useful on this final fight. Let's see, put that away. I shouldn't need the machine gun ammo because I'm not gonna be using the machine gun. I have 400 bullets for the machine gun, so I might use the machine gun, but I need more room for the health items than anything. Also, I am in fact going to start using my grenade launcher and the mine rounds and take out got 3 of those. I'm probably gonna put shotgun away once I reload. Wait, that wasn't my shotgun. Reload all my weapons. I'm probably only gonna use the handgun and the grenade launcher this time around. Probably not even gonna use the handgun. I am, however, gonna use the Magnum. As you can see, unassisted, you do get quite a bit of ammo. You get a lot of explosive A and B to make grenade rounds. Just for the record, 2 explosive Bs make acid rounds. 2 explosive As make explosive rounds. And 1 A with 1 B makes flame rounds. There is no combination for the mine rounds. Those are only when you pick them up. Other than that, that's everything on my heads up on the grenade ammo. I'm gonna just make one final thing of shotgun shells because this is all the gunpowder I'm gonna need, and I am actually gonna make me more flame rounds because I only have 4 extra plus 6 in the chamber. And that effectively makes 7 flame rounds, 3 acid rounds, 12 explosive rounds, and 6 in the chamber on the grenade launcher for the flame rounds, and finally 6 mine rounds that I've recently picked up and not used. There's one thing I'm grabbing, and that is my Magnum. Oh, I have it in my inventory. So without further ado,
What in God's name is this place?
I'm going to check over here and find more flame rounds. Lovely. Now I have even more flame rounds. I have a total of 10 flame rounds, and by hitting L1 when you aim, it will change the grenade rounds and will not affect when you I do not believe I found those on my first gameplay, so this is actually good. I have extra flame rounds. I have my handgun, which is in slot 1, and I don't have any handgun ammo, so I'm gonna go back and grab me some handgun ammo. And I have enough health items to where I'll survive this fight that I'm currently gonna be in. As I have probably 25 minutes to almost an hour of gameplay before I have to stop gameplay. And that makes it 238 handgun bullets with 33 in the chamber, with it shooting 3 at a time. And then with my Magnum, I have 19 extra with 8 in the chamber. And then my grenade launcher, I have quite a bit of ammo for that. And this monster does not give up until you are dead. But
Nikolai, don't! The city needs that vaccine!
On my third gameplay, I will be more prepared and be able to play through the whole game within 2.5 hours.
But I'm in this business. So let's make a deal.
Once I get this
battle the Nemesis, and I'll record it all
playthrough
and
done, most likely I will be doing Twitch. Either Twitch or continue on YouTube. And you can like and subscribe to my channel. I sometimes play Minecraft. I also play Call of Duty, Black Ops 3. I also play a few other games. But here recently it's gonna be Resident Evil 3 for the most part. And with this fight, you have to kind of select when you decide to shoot this guy, because he does dodge. As you can see, I missed one by accident. He did not try dodging. Oh, that one actually hit him.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
You're okay. Let me spot for you.
Good idea.
So I've taken damage, I'm injured, and now I'm perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine, you look like you're about to be dinner, bro.
There we go. Oh, that almost been freezing. Jeez. And I bring 3 weapons because,
I got this. Not what I intended to hit. But I'll take it.
I'm looking. Oh, he did reach me. And I'm so fine.
Here comes some more! On your right!
Ow. I hit him. Looks like there's some more ammo I didn't pick up. There's more ammo over here apparently.
Got some more incoming! Number one! Surprise, asshole!
And I think
Here
that's
comes a
the
crate.
end of that
Use it to
fight.
climb up.
You'll see the scene.
Now get on! I'm gonna melt this fucker into mush!
And really don't want to be a spoiler, so I don't think I will be. The final battle with this creature is so much fun. Probably the most I'm gonna say about it.
Where did you go? I have to get that vaccine back.
I think all I'm gonna need is my grenade launcher or my magnum. I'm probably gonna use my magnum because I got so little ammo for it and it's just fun using a magnum. But I will be grabbing the item for the magnum, and the magnum itself is in my inventory. I am gonna put my handgun away, probably my grenade launcher, and only take all of my health items. Because if you're not careful, you're gonna need more than what you normally take. And they give you a first aid, and there's still something in this room, I'm not sure. Ah, gunpowder. And this room is done. and I won't be needing anything else. I might take the machine gun and the ammo for it just for fun, because I got so much ammo for all my weapons by the end of the game, and that is more likely because it's on assisted and you don't normally start out with the assault rifle. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna put all that back and good. Meet up with Nikolai.
Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You killed Mother. I like that. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun.
I never understood how that thing mutated by being covered in acid, but this is in fact the final time you fight this creature.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions.
But this thing is very much ugly.
You know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
Jill!
Go after Nikolai! He's got the vaccine!
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
I know you do.
Look, just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
They almost expect you to grab all this stuff and use it. Ow. But I grab it just because, and there's like an abundance of stuff that you grab. Ow. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab this thing. You have to play with the power supply to hit this thing again.
It needs power.
She struggles. I think he's another health item.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
Power sources remaining.
The music in this game is similar to the original when you fight this creature, but the creature is a lot more different.
Go ahead! I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
I almost had it too. That guy's back on his face.
All power sources activated. Tolerate
You think I don't know how to fuck you up?
And I think this is the final time I have to use this thing. If not, there's one more time. I'll walk to him, stick it in his mouth.
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
Kablooey is what I have to say about that.
Good riddance.
Yeah, that is taken care of. This, because that part is just one simple little dogfight between Jill, Carlos, and Nikolai, and basically the end of the game. I hope everyone that decides to watch this after I'm done broadcasting, that you hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I will be concluding this after.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't you?
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
No, no. Don't care. My client ordered me to reduce umbrella to
I
rock.
shall return.
Ah! The missile has launched. And that is my cue. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
Jill! Shoot him!
I can't! I'll hit you!
Do it! You have to! There's no other way. Take the shot!
She won't do.
Carlos!
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel. What about him?
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Jill, you all right? finally over.
So long, Marcy.
I felt empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us. All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.